Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's take a look at the house of Armani, Giorgio Armani. Now Armani and me, we really don't mix, but yet I do tons of Armani fragrance reviews. I just looked back and I did ADG, Code, Remix, Diamonds. This is my 5th Armani review, and this one of course is called Armani Mania for men. Of course there is a woman's version of this fragrance. So let's take a look at one of the Armani fragrances that's kind of under the radar here. Most of them are under the radar after Code and ADG. You don't really have much after that. So let's take a look at this one. Let's see if it's a snoozer or a winner. Now, as far as packaging goes, I do not own the box of this fragrance. I must have misplaced it. So I only have the bottle. Now, if you don't know what the bottle looks like, you probably missed my intro of this video. Because this is what she looks like. Now, does this remind you of somebody? Yes, it does. Armani Code, of course. Recycling bottles. I absolutely adore that when companies go the cheap way. Yeah, I like the Code bottle better, the black. I love the black. This is a gray gunmetal cap. And it says Armani Mania right here. Sprayer works as well as the Armani Code sprayer. I have no problems with that. And there's your code with your sticker. So there's the bottle, guys. Bottle sizes, always the standards, 1.7, 3.4. By the way, this is the big guy, 3.4. You're looking at $50 to $70 American. Again, that big Armani price tag. You can't get away from it. Anything that they put their name on, they're not going to discount. I don't care if it's an inferior product. Let's put Armani on it and let's jack up the price, right? That's how Armani does, baby. Now, this one has been released in 2002, has not won any awards with me at all, none of my top 10s. Group, this is a woody oriental fragrance. Definitely put woody in bold because it's definitely a woody fragrance. Parfumier Francis Quotidien. Francis did the world-renowned Le Male, my favorite fragrance of all time. So, buddy, Francis, you know, Armani paid big bucks to get a big name to do this. Let's see if he actually got a winner here. Recommended age, this one I'm going to be a little more mature as far as the age goes. I think 25 and up is a great way to set this one up. I believe, guys, if you're in high school or in college, especially in college, if you're partying for college and not actually studying, this ain't for you guys. This is definitely for an older gentleman. You'll take a look at the notes: saffron, vetiver, cedar, musk. Those notes are really for older gentlemen. You'll see. Now, how many sprays and where? This one, I go 1 on the chest, my standard first spray on the chest, then on the neck, back of the ears right here. Booyah, I'm good to go. Armani Mania, there we go. 3 sprays I think is perfect for this fragrance. Now, notes, the top notes. Let's take a look at the notes on this one. It's not very complicated. Actually, this fragrance is very easy to pinpoint every single note. So if you own this and you're just starting out in fragrances and you really want to pinpoint notes, this is a great fragrance for it. It was very easy for me to pinpoint where the notes are, what they're doing, how they're meshing together. Easy schmeezy. So the top notes, we got tangerine leaves and saffron. In the mid, we got cedar and vetiver. And in the base, we got amber and musk. So this is, in a nutshell, this is a cedar-based fragrance. Cedar is going to be your Batman in this fragrance. Your Robin is going to be either saffron or amber, depending on your skin. For me, saffron was really the co-star of this fragrance. A little bit of vetiver here and there in the musk, of course, but definitely cedar was your main man. Now, it feels like Armani was gearing this towards the older gentleman with the notes in here. They really wanted to do the modern, but yet casual, older man fragrance with, you know, the cedar, the vetiver, and the musk. It's something that we've seen before. I could just name right on top of my head Gucci put on one. You know, like an old school fragrance that's great for the modern man type of thing. Armani kind of tried to do it with this one. I think they kind of failed, but that's my personal opinion with this guy. Some call this the underrated Armani fragrance. Well, anything that's not named Code or ADG is basically underrated in the Armani fragrance game because those two get hyped up and everything else is left behind. I think really, personally, this one is missing a little something extra in it, and that basically explains the lack of sales with Armani Mania, or lack of hype with this one. So what do I get in this fragrance right now? I'm smelling the top notes. What do I get in the top notes? The tangerines. And the tangerines mesh really well with the cedar and the saffron. which makes the start very simple, but modern, of course. I really think the woods and the saffron really carried the tangerines here, the citrus in this one. After that, the citrus is long gone. Now in the mid, this is where the cedar and vetiver really go head to head. And for me, I got much more vetiver than most people did in this fragrance. A lot of people said that it was in the background. No, I was like cedar and vetiver going head to head. The vetiver is the smoky type of vetiver, which goes really well with the cedar. I've seen this combo before. It works well in this one. The amber actually gave this a powdery feeling right off the bat too. Once the citrus is gone, the amber shows up. And with the woods blended with the vetiver, actually blended really well. The weird thing is most of these notes that I'm talking about, the cedar, the vetiver, the amber, are really notes that are known for taking over a fragrance. Like, they just come out and they project. But with this one, with these guys, with these three big powerhouses going head to head, it really felt like it was going really subtle on my skin and just basically died. It's like they canceled each other out and this fragrance was gone. So it was weird to see these powerhouses notes go head to head against each other, and it didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. Now in the base, that's where the musk take over. It's really boring because it's just musk. The amber in the woods, there's a little hint of that in the base, but they slowly die down to just a musky ending. So if you're looking for a dry, woody scent, I say there's much better out there. Gucci Put On 1. Definitely. It lacks any edge. To me, there was nothing that really stood out to me. And the longevity was poor. And the projection was poor. So it's bad all around. It was really just a tame fragrance with these type of notes in it. You don't expect it to be tame, but it really was. So it's a warm scent, guys, very warm, and I think this could be a perfect office scent. I know I went online and I don't know why online, but they were saying that this is a great going out scent, dating scent. It's like, what? No. Wear this at the office. It's subtle, it doesn't last too long, but it's great for an older gentleman just wearing this daily at the office. I think it's perfect for that. This doesn't really show any sex appeal in my eyes that I wouldn't really wear this for dating. I think I want to get something a little more when I'm going out dating. So that's personally for me, this one is more of an office scent. This will go against like the Tom Fords of the world. So just like most Armani fragrances that are made for the winter and the fall, it just lacks a little bit of punch. I'm feeling that from all these Armani codes, Armani attitude, that are made for winter and fall. We need an extreme version. Of course, attitude already has an extreme version, but code in this one, definitely this one needs an extreme version, something that'll bring up longevity and the projection in this fragrance. It really needs an upper. It needs some drugs so it can do a little bit more projecting and longevity on your skin. So I just think it needs an extreme version. Personally, they can scrap this version. I think this one is redundant as far as a release for me. So why would you hate this fragrance? Longevity problems, big time, that's a problem. People online were actually upset that they were thinking this was going to be a fresh fragrance. I don't know, maybe the tangerine was making you think. Anything that says cedar and musk at the end with a little bit of saffron, vetiver, I don't see a fresh fragrance here. I know tangerine, of course, makes you think of that, but they were upset that they didn't get a fresh fragrance. And I see why. If I think I'm going to get a fresh fragrance from this, I'm going to be disappointed. Linear, this is very much a linear fragrance. There's not much development going on. It's just like ho-hum, boring, just going through the motions. And it was safe, and it's a bland fragrance. So that's the reason why you would hate this fragrance. One word to describe this fragrance, I think safe is a good word for this one. It's very safe cedar-based fragrance. Bottles. If you like Jack Black, Black Mark, Versace Man, the saffron in there, Zaro Visit, of course, with the woody vibe, and Gucci Put On 1. How can I forget Gucci Put On 1? I think Gucci Put On 1 is much better. This is what this was supposed to be, personally. Best time to wear this fragrance, again, during class, during work. I think this is a daily, everyday fragrance if you want this type of fragrance, daily wear in the office. Compliment factor, this one was moderate to almost none. This is one of those that I had to go fishing and fishing for compliments, and this one just, it didn't do bad, but it just didn't do what I wanted it to do as far as compliments. It's not a compliment getter at all, guys. This is just a safe, bland fragrance. Now, my 2 cents. My 2 cents, I think I've said it enough. This is a work time fragrance, daily wear at work, which is pretty bland and boring in my opinion. I think this is a redundant release from Armani. This would be best to be discontinued personally. Not worth the Armani sticker price, definitely not. I think if it was cut half the price, I would actually kind of look into it. If you're just looking for just a daily wear scent, maybe. But the price tag is a huge factor for this, and the Armani price tag just brought this one down. Sorry Armani fanboys, but this one just ain't up to snuff. So my 2 cents, I say look elsewhere. This one is something that I totally pass on, and that goes for buy a try or pass. Haven't done a pass in a while. Well, Armani, I love you guys because this is where I use pass quite a bit. This is a definite pass for you guys, for me. I would pass on Armani Mania. Definitely not something worth the Armani price tag. So guys, let's get to the rating system and see how Armani Mania does on the rating system. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Alright guys, let's rate Armani Mania. First of all, projection, I'm going to give this one 4 bottles out of 10. Basically this one sticks to the skin. I get a 1 hour scent cloud and then it just dies down right into a ditch. Longevity, I'm going to give this one a 6 bottles out of 10. Got a little better. 4 to 6 hours as far as longevity goes. Not bad for me. Some people actually got worse. Versatility, I'm going to give this one a 6 also. It's basically an average versatility type of fragrance. It's basically a daily wear desk scent. Overall, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10 also. It's safe, it's bland, compliments, hardly any. Now seasons, I would say this would work very well in the fall and the spring. It is a winter-based fragrance, but it's way too weak for these Canadian winters. But if your winters are kind of weak, then you're good to go. It's an average cedar-based fragrance, a good daily work scent. Needs an extreme version badly. Overall, I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 10 bottles, an average scent for an Armani price.